All right, this is Tom Loy with Irish247 out here with elite wide receiver Javon McKinley out of Centennial High School in California. Javon, you're just fresh off your Notre Dame visit. Just kind of talk about the experience, man, your first time on campus.
First time on campus, being on that South Bend, there's not really much around, but it's still a really nice area. And going out and seeing the campus, it's a real traditional feeling out there, but it's still really nice to see all the facilities and all that. And then talking with the coaching staff, they're all really good guys. I'm glad I got to meet with them, especially Coach Kelly. He talked real highly of Notre Dame and about all the success they have with balancing academics and football and producing such, well-educated athletes coming out of their school, and then also seeing the facilities, the weight room, the indoor field, and all that is still just great.
Before you left and you got a chance to sit down and talk to Coach Kelly a little bit more, what was his main pitch to you as to why you should come all the way from California and maybe take your talents to Notre Dame?
The connections around here. There's a lot of millionaires, maybe billionaires that come out of Notre Dame and that are CEOs and CFOs and just business owners. And that just being here and you come to the school and you go live in dorms with them, and then later in life when you're done with football, you get connected with them and they just get you a job and you're making just figures coming out in your first job.
It seemed like from everything I saw that your family also, who's there with you, had a really good time. When everything was done and you guys got to relax a little bit after the trip, what were they telling you about their impressions of everything at Notre Dame?
Impressions, they were there with me the whole time. They really like the school, especially the academics. That's really big with my parents, and they think Notre Dame's a good fit with academic. And then, that was really what we talked about mainly the whole time. It was mostly talking to the coaches.
Plain and simple, if you wanted to go there and go all the way from California and end up in South Bend, do you have their blessing at this point?
Yes, I do.
That's what you wanted to do. What's next for you in terms of getting back to Notre Dame? I know you got the invite to the Irish Invasion in June, but what's your plan on getting back to South Bend?
I might be back, I want to say June 19, 20, or 21st, around then.
So is that for the Irish Invasion? For that big camp?
I think it's a camp. I think my coach, the reason I'm coming out here is my head coach is doing a presentation here, or I might be coaching out here, and then I'll be back for an official visit during the football season in Notre Dame.
Okay, so and then you said yesterday, I believe, in terms of a timetable, you're probably going to make a decision in maybe January?
Yeah, the Army Bowl.
Okay, so you want to do it at the game?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, and obviously you are an Army All-American. It's a pretty big honor. What did that mean to you, man?
That meant a lot. Especially the Army Bowl is really elite athletes all over the nation, and me being invited to that is a real blessing and honor to go out there and play, especially for the U.S. Army. Just a great thing out here in the U.S. we have to protect us.
You have some really big offers, obviously, outside of Notre Dame. You got USC, you got Ohio State, UCLA. You got everybody at this point for the most part. Is there a group of schools at this point sticking out to you that have really just recruited you really hard and just kind of grabbed your attention?
USC, UCLA, just home area. I really get to see the school a lot. Oregon, I'm really interested in. I'm going to consider them for an official visit too. I really want to see what they have to offer. And then Miami being out there is really nice. And then I want to see Ohio State. And then other schools recruiting me really hard. Washington State's recruiting me really hard. Nebraska, Illinois, and Washington too as well. And those are schools really recruiting me, and other schools I'm interested in.
Is there a lot of pressure? USC and UCLA. Is there a lot of pressure at home to stay close to home and play for one of those two programs?
Yeah, I guess I want to say a lot of people I live around and I see around school, they all want me to go there, want to see me in my games. But it just comes down to really what I want, what's best for me, and then that's just what my decision is going to be.
You did just recently get offered by two pretty big programs in Wisconsin and Ohio State. The latest one was Wisconsin. So kind of talk about that. And did that come? Were you expecting that or no?
I wasn't expecting that. Actually, my friend Chacho, best friend, he was getting offered by them. And I don't know, it was just on the phone, he put the phone away for a second. He said, I just got you offered. I'm just like, what? And then I just hit up the coach from Wisconsin. He told me it's true. I got on the phone with him. He talked to me the whole spiel about Wisconsin and all that. And it's just a real honor getting an offer from him.
And then how about Ohio State? Obviously, they've done pretty well with their receivers in the past, and they have a pretty explosive offense. So talk about that offer, man, and what that meant to you.
That meant a lot. Ohio State coming back as national champions and all that. It meant a lot to me. And then the coach talked to me on coming out being a real dynamic player and how to do real well in their offense and possibly start as a true freshman. And that means a lot going into a big school like that.
What do you have coming up in terms of any other unofficial visits you have lined up in the next month or so?
Cal and Stanford I want to see while I'm up in Oakland for the NFTC, and then from there I'll just see where it plays out.
There's a lot of talk about you and Chacho possibly playing together at the next level. When I talked to him, he said, you guys are going to make your own decision, but his preference would be that you guys end up at the same school. And he does have offers, obviously, from Notre Dame and Stanford. So what's your thought in terms of playing together at the next level?
I mean, Chacho, that's like my best friend, so I mean, playing to him would be a great, just fun thing to do. But in the end, it's really what's the best fit for us. I mean, if I fit somewhere else better and he goes to a different school which fits him better, then I mean, that's just where we'll go. But I mean, preferably, yeah, we're going to play with him and even dorm with him maybe. But in the end, it's just our decisions to go our separate ways. So,
you mentioned about going to see Stanford soon. Have you been up there yet?
No, I haven't seen Stanford.
How excited are you to get up there, man?
I'm really
pretty
excited to talk
high-profile
with
program.
the coaches. They talk about kind of like Notre Dame, how it's like a real eye-opener when you go up to the school and all that, and I really want to see if that's true.
Cool, man. All right, again, this is Tom Loy with Irish247 here with elite wide receiver and Army All-American Javon McKinley. Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.